Hi guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing my DIY gift ideas for Father's Day. So I'm going to sit over here, that way I can insert pictures of what I'm talking about right here. So my first idea for a Father's Day gift is something that I did last year, and I did this for my dad, and here's a picture of what I did right here. And now this is basically, I wrote father down the middle and then words that describe him with each letter, and I think it came out super cute. And of course, all I really did for this was I took a canvas and a pencil and I sketched out the words that I was going to write, and then I took a really thin paintbrush with black paint on it and just went over the letters, and I think it came out super cute doing it this way. So my next idea is to do something like this, which is what I did for my grandpa last year. So my grandpa is a Vietnam veteran, and so that's why I made this for him. But if you guys have a dad or a grandpa or any father figure that's a veteran, I think this is a really great idea. So I'm also going to have a video tutorial coming out the Friday before Father's Day of what I'm making my dad, and it's coming out before Father's Day because we're celebrating Father's Day the weekend before, and I can't upload that video until I've given him the present because of course I don't want him to see what it is. So you guys will have to wait until then to see it. I think it's a super cute idea for Father's Day, and it's a pattern that I created myself. So of course there'll be a video tutorial and there'll be a written pattern on my Etsy shop for it. So if you're not very good at crocheting or knitting or doing anything like that, this type of yarn is really convenient for making things because you can easily just use your fingers for it, and of course there's plenty of tutorials on how to do this, so I'll find one and link it in the description box below for you guys. So I really think that using this to make a blanket or a scarf or something like that is a really cute idea. So this is super easy to do and I would highly recommend. So I know one thing, that it can get really cold in my house sometimes, and I live in Florida, so I can only imagine how it is for some people up north. So I think a really good idea could be a blanket, especially if it's something you make and give to your father or grandfather, because it means so much more if it's something that you've made. This is a blanket that I have a tutorial on how to do, so it will be linked in the iCard above. But I think this is a really good blanket. It's really thick, really heavy, so it's nice for when it's really cold outside. And I know right now it's summertime, so it's not that cold, but for when it is, I think it's a really cool idea to give somebody. So another gift that I made for my dad one year is this picture frame right here, and this was super easy. All I had to do was buy the picture frame. For this, I took some rocks from my yard and then of course put smiley faces on them, and the paper that's inside the picture frame I flipped to where you could see the white side, and then I drew little arms and legs, and then I wrote "Dad, you are my rock." I've seen ones that say "Dad, you rock," but I wrote "You are my rock" instead. But I think it's super cute and a very good idea if you guys are interested in it. So a lot of gifts of course depend on things that the person likes, but one idea I have is to make a candle, and it's pretty simple honestly. All you really need is some wax, which this I got in a big pack. You'll need more than just one block of it unless it's a really small candle, but this, and then you need some candle wicks, and you need some sort of scent. This one is Vintage Rose and it came from Walmart, but there's plenty of other essential oil scents that you can find. So of course get the one that the person would like the most. I like the idea of using mason jars, but of course you can use whatever you like. So another thing that I think is really cool is if your dad wears slippers around the house, then you could crochet some. This is an idea of one that I found, and I think that's a really cool idea just because of course that's something that they'll use. So I know my family is very patriotic. So another idea that I found is taking glasses or mason jars or whatever you want to and painting an American flag on the side of it. And if you want to make the candle and then put an American flag on the side of it, I think that'd be a really good idea. As I said, my family is very patriotic, so another idea is to make something like this. You could take the 4 picture frames and then paint them to look like an American flag, and of course you can put whatever pictures in there you want to. I think it would be super cool to do pictures of course, you and your dad. And even if you don't want it to be patriotic, you could do this DIY in the person's favorite colors. So if they like to cook a lot, then of course you can make them items for the kitchen. You could do pot holders and dishcloths. And I have a crochet pattern for dishcloths if you guys are interested. That will be linked in the description as well. One thing that I did for my parents' anniversary is I took a mason jar and I wrote little notes for every day of the year. I'll show you a picture here of the one that I took inspiration from. This is a super cute idea if your dad or grandpa or whoever is very sentimental, then you can use that to write little memories and stuff like that. Now this picture that I found is meant for couples, but I really like this idea anyway, and I actually went to a birthday party where the person was really into fishing, so they made a little tackle box like this as well with gummy worms and gummy fish and stuff, and I think it's a super cute idea if they really like fishing. So another idea is taking the letter from their first name or their last name, whichever one, and taking pictures of you guys and putting them on there. Of course you can use Mod Podge or something like that, or if you don't want to put pictures, you could paint it with something, like I've seen ones with the American flag, or you can just paint it their favorite color or something like that. There's also a mason jar with Reese's Pieces and it says, "Dad, we love you to pieces." I think that is a super cute idea as well, especially if they really like Reese's Pieces. And of course you can do that with anybody. It could be Grandpa, we love you to pieces, or whoever. And one of the final ideas I have for you guys is a picture frame, and in Scrabble letters. I've done this before. I did one for my sister with Scrabble letters and it said "Sisters Forever," and I think it was really cute and I put pictures of us in it. But this one I found says "Daddy, Daughter," but of course you could do, like for me I could put "Dad and Katie" or something like that, and I think it's really cute. And of course you could put a picture of you two in there. This DIY doesn't show that, but I think it's a super cute idea. So my final idea is if they have something that they really like a movie character or something, then you could crochet them that movie character. So for example, there's like Deadpool and stuff like that, or if they have a favorite animal, then you could crochet them that animal. Like I found a fox pattern. If they really like foxes, then you could make that. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you some inspiration for Father's Day presents. And if you'd like to see more from me, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on post notifications. That way you'll know every time I upload a new video. If you guys would like to see more from me, you can check out my social medias, which are linked in the description box, and you can check out my Etsy products on my Etsy shop, which is also linked in the description box. And all the things that I talked about in this video will of course be linked in the description. I'll link videos of how to do them. I'll link pictures of the ones that I found on Pinterest, and for making candles and stuff, I'll link videos on that. And for videos of my own, I will link as well. And they'll all be linked in the order that I talked about them. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!